lot of awakening this week, like in terms of like just kind of like getting aligned with what I feel like I want to do, like from a foresight perspective. And I feel like after coming off of having my daughter for majority of the summer to transition into being by myself, on top of trying to manage, like I realized that I can manage a lot. I have a high level of being able to manage. We got multiple businesses. I got businesses outside of businesses. We got this. And it's like, I have a skill of being able to manage, but it comes a time where I feel like juggling. And I feel like it's like if you managing and everything is in flow, but it's that one thing that could turn it from management to juggling. And I feel like I started to juggle, and I had to literally be like, okay, what is priority to me? You know, what do I want, and what can I kind of, you know, do away with? And I got, you know, we just hired a bunch of new people to the team, and I got 2 assistants now. So in conversing with them and kind of unpacking my thoughts and getting in alignment with like, I'm like, all right, I came up with a lot of ideas, but these ideas I don't even want to execute right now. So my week was literally about shaving down a lot of the things that I felt like was like stalling us. So like, cause we got the staffing company that we need to be like getting to a certain point. We got the home care company within the home care division. We got the first step responders. So it's like, we got things right here that I just gave this all my time. This is on top of the fact that we got the pod outside of my consulting and my marketing and the other things that I do. It's like the pod itself is like, this is like our thing. It's like our escape. It's like our therapy, but at the same time, it's still purpose behind it that helps other people. So between this and then
his work,
and his work, 100% can't negate the work. But I guess because we enjoy it, it don't feel like work, but it is work, and it take a lot. You know what I mean? And then having to adjust to having 6 new people added to our team, right? So that we got 6 new people. So I'm like, I'm juggling because I'm communicating. I had literally 2 weeks of talking to everybody on the team every day, but when you on board, that's what come with it. So I'm like, I got to keep communicating. Now we're just like a little bit easier. Like last week's meeting was, for me, was like simpler because I felt like it wasn't the entry call, but the entry call was like,
the one that Ricky missed?
The one that Ricky, I was about to smut him, but I let him live. I was about to smut him. I should have did his fuck. I was about to smut him. You should see his face. We need a camera just for Ricky reactions. But yeah, so to answer your question, last week we would have been filming out about, yo, there's a lot going on. This week I realized like, yo, you know what? I need to organize, get focused, and shave the things that's like what me and Ricky was actually just talking about. It's not purpose, like they're not purposeful acts. I don't remember, it's like, fuck is the purpose in this? Like, what am I doing this for, right? So, you know, after doing that, now this week has been just like walking into it. So, you know, I'm kind of like really like excited about this chapter. I'm excited about, you know, everything that I'm preparing for and everything we're building and what is to come about. So, you know, it's just been really like a refining, are you in alignment? Moment.
Shout out to episode 1.
Shout out to episode 1.
With that being said, okay, so talking about chapters, you know, one of my favorite chapters of the podcast so far, whatever, was when we did our fast challenge.
Yeah.
And I know right now you have another upcoming fast going on, so I figured we could talk about that. And you know, so what prompted you go into it? What are you maybe looking to get out of it? We can talk in general. Whoever missed those previous conversations, you know, let's talk about fast and challenges in general.
So for me, it's funny that you say that because 3 years ago when I was approaching my 30th birthday, I was 29 and I was literally like, I remember I went to Miami, I went to Houston, I was just outside and I'm just all these different places just chasing and just like literally at the time I had just moved back, and when I moved back to the city, I had to go back to my mom's crib. So I'm at my mom's crib. Instead of like taking that time to like catapult myself, I'm like, I'm making money and I'm paying rent. I'm giving my mom a little $300-400 just to put in her pocket because she cool with anything because you own the house, right? But at the same time, as a 29-year-old man, I'm like, I'm not even utilizing my time the way that is conducive to build my future. I'm just literally treating this shit like it's summertime. I'm just outside and just doing what the fuck I want to do. So I was like, you know what? Being realistic, I had to ask myself, am I doing things that if in 5 years I was to look back to get me where I want to be in 5 years? And I'm like, absolutely not. So I'm like, I want to discipline myself because at the time my discipline was nowhere where it's at now. Like I gotta go back like and be realistic of like I'm talking about had no discipline, like more discipline than probably the average man, but even for me like I still was just like doing shit. So I'm like, all right, you know, I need to be able to complete and because I have to commit to this. So I want to see if I can commit to, and I did 90 days, no sex, no alcohol, no clubbing, no dating, no masturbation, no I had to put financial goals in order. I had to go to get out of my mom's crib. I had to go to, you know, I built a relationship with my dad during that fast. It gave me so much clarity. I started building my gym habits back then. See, now I'm just in the gym. But back then is where it started. I started getting up at at that time it was 7 and going to the gym at 7 a.m. and just bettering my habits and being consistent and committed. And I was able to detox my 20s is what I called it, because I felt like it was so many things that I did in my 20s, relationships, and had my second kid, dropped out of college, court cases, do all these different things in my 20s that I'm like, do I want my 30s to look anywhere near like this? No, I want to detox everything about my 20s and go into my 30s pure and fresh. And I felt like 90 days was enough time to do it. So 90 days before my 30th birthday, I went on a 90-day fast up until my birthday, and it made me a different man. It's so funny how I can't even remember how much I grew in that time frame because I'm just that person now. But when I think about it, I'm like, yo, like, I really didn't even have the habits that we've now grown to come and just look at and be like, oh yeah, I'm just naturally a morning person. I'm just naturally a person that do this. I didn't have that. So to kind of like pivot into why I'm doing it again is because in a different way, I felt like I've reached a certain level, and now it's like the things that would have required me to give more effort can now come effortless. I have to be more disciplined. And I feel like that's the thing that people don't understand is like, it's one thing to not have sex when you don't have options. Another thing to not have sex when you do have options.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
It's another thing. It's one thing to not spend money when you don't have the money. It's another thing to have the money and tell yourself, you know what? You know the decisions I've been putting off. Not spending the money because I have all the things that I worked for to get here. And it's like, you know what? Is it conducive, right? So in this new 2.0 90-day fast, I'm on the tip where it's like I'm definitely cutting out sex because I realize I've been having purposeless sex. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not gonna sit here and act like, because I always was Mr. Intentional, date with intentions, but I feel like over the course of the last couple months per se, because I did just get out of a relationship less than a year ago, it started off me being emotionally unavailable, like, and women would never experience that because I would never even get to that point of emotion, right? It's like we kind of just like, but then I started realizing if it got to a point where it's like any type of confusion or any type of conflict, I'm like, I don't even feel like explaining myself. I don't even feel like talking about this. I just got out of a relationship. I don't got the time for this. And although because I'm a communicator, I was starting a conversation, I was realizing like I'm not really ready to
really got it
for you. So me kind of acknowledging within self that I don't got it for you, it led to me kind of like maneuvering in a way where it's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna communicate because I'm a communicator, but at the same time, I'm okay with not having deep ass connections right now, right? And then I caught myself and I'm like, but is that fair to them? And it's like, I ain't saying as a man you got to be as considerate as I am. I'm just thinking about my own intentions and integrity and being like, you know what? Even if she cool with us just fucking off, do I even want to fuck with a chick that's cool with just fucking off? So I'm like, is me giving you this time, energy, and effort conducive? I mean, yeah. I ain't say I ain't do it. I said I'm at this point. This is where the fast coming from. I did it for months. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. Like I was cool with it. But reflecting, you asking me why, I'm like, okay, it's not even about that. It's about can't say you want things and then your action not match the thing that you say you want. So for me, it's like, I'm not separating from taking 90 days away from sex is not like a thing where it's like it's about dick discipline, as you always use the word. I don't use that term, but that's your term, right? As me being disciplined within like not just being lustful, because I'm already a disciplined man. It's more so just kind of like, if I don't take that time and invest it here, what can I get done? Secondly, I don't worry about how invested you become in me through our interactions, because I can do this and it progress. I can literally lock in here, focus on the thing I'm focused on, and it just be that. But I know that that's not conducive for a woman. So it's like, you know what? I don't even want that from you. We can still, for any chick that I'm like, if I'm in communication with her, like we can still communicate whatever, because now I get to make a decision. Because I feel like what a lot of men don't understand is if you take fucking a woman off the table, I guarantee you'll realize how much you don't even like half the women you give your time, energy, and effort to. And if you think about it from that perspective, like I'm giving you an immense amount of time, not even I'm giving you a large amount of time because I want to fuck you. So if I don't even want to fuck you, I'll realize how much my time is valuable and how much I don't want to give it to you. And then it'll make me realize that I could be doing something else with my time. So just take that off the table. Like if you assess every woman, taking it off the table don't mean you never want to have sex. It just means that you stop going into or pursuing them just to have sex. And you'll realize that, damn, if you get to know her, I don't even fucking like you. Right. And because I don't like you, I'm not even about to put my energy into fucking you because I don't fucking like you. So you can be okay. And now if I'm taking sex off the table as my number one priority, I can like you before I have sex with you. And now if we have sex, I'm okay with everything that comes with it because I like you.
It's the super bonus.
It's a super duper bonus at that point, right? So for me, getting back, I'm going to be intentional about building these companies we got, accomplishing my goals. And like I said, I'm going to cut out sex. I already don't drink. So cutting out alcohol not going to be, and I'm so much don't drink. And I'm like, I don't even know if I really need to say I'm cutting it out because it's it's like I don't do it anyway. I don't smoke, so I don't need to cut that out. So I'm like, I want to focus on these financial goals that I set forth. What can I accomplish in 90 days? I want to focus on continuing my gym regimen. What can I accomplish in 90 days? I want to my gym routine per se. What can I accomplish in 90 days? I want to see what can happen if I take a step back from having sex or whatever the case may be, and who I would actually communicate with and who I would actually give my time to over the course of 90 days. But it's not even just about me. I want people to join me. I want people to be a part of this, because I feel like if you're a man and you watching this, and I say this with the utmost respect, right? With love, as a homie, as a brother, as a friend. We don't even put people down. If you are a man and you don't have a 700 plus credit score, you don't have a stable income, I don't care what figure amount, if it's not stable, and you don't have a gym routine or a good relationship with your friends, family, kids, I want you to join me on this fast, because that's what I want to do. My first time going through the fast was to make me a certain way. This time, I feel like I'm going to do this. I want to bring people along with me. And it's like, now I feel if I could change 100 men lives, I'm happy, bro. It don't got to be 1 million. It don't got to be 100,000. If I can get 100 men, because at the end of it, you're going to have so much clarity. We're going to be able to help you get your finances in order, because you know what my tagline, I'm following faith, fitness, and finances. If I can help you get better in those 3 areas and it make you a better man, ultimately for your children, for your woman, for your wife, for your mom, for your family, for your friends, for you, 100%. I was going there for you. Then ultimately, that's what I want to do. So to land it, ultimately, you ask me what this fast is about. It's not even because I'm not even pressed. Me just telling myself I'm on a fast, I already started cutting shit off. Like, all right, I'm not talking to you. I'm not doing this, not doing that, because it's not worth my time. It's easy for me. But can I commit to 90 days of helping other people? So this fast for me is about leading by example, because I don't want to get over here and talk to y'all about some shit that I'm not going to show y'all. Leading by example, I'm going to walk on that shit with y'all. I'm going to be there to hold y'all accountable, and I'm going to be an example of what it looks like, so you can know that we setting a standard. And that's the ultimate goal. So getting them into the school community, which we pivoted from it being a 1%ers back to it being a pack, and getting y'all involved in that fast. So that's what this 90-day fast is about. It's about being a leader now. It's about committing to the journey versus me just committing to me, because I did it for me. Now I want to do it for the people that want to get to where we at, type shit.
I like it. And I didn't say it before, but I'm gonna join it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut out junk food, and I'm gonna cut out
can't cut out sex. You married.
Fried food. I think those be the 2 things I probably, indulge in, whatever. There ain't really nothing else that's like crazy. I won't drink. All right, I won't drink as well. Like
not it's the 23rd birthday.
Drinking really not deep to me for so I cut that out.
Sounds alcoholic. That's the first sign of AAA.
Alleged.
That's what the first A mean. Alleged alcoholic ass.
So I'll cut those 3 things out.
I was gonna ask you. So you gonna join us in the gym part of it?
What will be I go to gym?
Just go to, how many days you go?
2 to 3 on my schedule.
So we up into 4, and then that's a part of the fast. I'm telling you. This is the thing. And out of those,
anything fitness or a gym?
I go to track. Yeah. Because I don't understand your commute. So anything fitness. But the other thing is 2 out of those days got to be a 5 a.m. joint, and I'm a lead it. Like whether it be virtual, I'll figure it out. But
I can't do that.
All right, if you can't make it, but you should try though. You should try. Just think. Just don't make it.
I'll let it
just process. Yeah, don't make it. But I was telling Ricky, me and Ricky was talking about that on the way here. Like,
when I'm available, that's why I was up today. I'm with the shits if I'm available.
No, I understand it's more of a lifestyle. That's why I said think about it. See if you can make it happen. Because remember, I said only 2 of the days. So it might be 2 out of them days where you're like, you know what? My wife ain't going doing this. I could do this. I could do that. I might could do it. And we only doing 45-minute sessions. So it's not about to be no 2 long hours of fucking gym shit. Like, I don't even have to do all that. But yeah.